Practical. That's the one word I chose to describe this class experience because, as I've said before in class, it's not that I didn't know these concepts or things like that. A lot of it was stuff that more or less I understood, but this class has really given me a way to convey that to others and gives me more or less a set of vocabulary words and ways of explaining ideas and leadership styles and things like that. This is the quote that I came up with is from Lao Tzu, and it says, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" I thought it was an interesting quote because it's my kind of outlook on leadership. It's not about me or me getting glorified or anything like that. It's just about accomplishing things. And when a truly great leader empowers his workers or employees or group members, he doesn't need the credit. And that's just kind of personally how I feel. This class has been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed going to it. It's an easy class to get up and go to. And it was just nice to have those open discussions where you can hear other people's ideas and kind of have back and forths and kind of work through ideas and see how people feel based on their experiences, really. Because that's one of the most powerful things we bring to the table as individuals is getting to share your experiences with other people. Things like I believe it was called the Leadership Consortium. Things like that are really cool because it's a lot of information jammed together in a short period of time because we all take time to do individual research on the person, and then that's our way of getting to explain that to the rest of the class. I really enjoyed that. Some of the takeaways I got from this class is the biggest one is obviously the experience and all the things we talked about and getting to hear other people's experiences. The things that I like personally to get from classes is definitely meeting new people, and it's kind of like a networking thing. I sat by Cruz most of the semester, and it was cool to get to know him and just gain his insight and his point of view. And he turned out to be a pretty cool guy. I really enjoyed Jaron and Richard. I think they did a great job, and I think especially those two in regards to them being very different and having different approaches and experiences. I mean, even from Tony also. It's just coming at the same class but from three really different points of views. Richard is obviously a little bit older, has a lot of experience. Tony is very knowledgeable and just is really excited. And Jaron kind of brings that younger point of view, him still being a grad student and such. But anyways, it was just a really great class that I would recommend to just about anyone, because leadership is everywhere and it's very applicable no matter what you do in life. There's not many jobs where you're by yourself and you don't affect people. You don't get a chance to be a leader. So just really enjoyed this class. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. Trying to see if I forgot anything. I don't think so. So I'm going to wrap it up. Really enjoyed the class. Definitely recommend it to other students. And it's been a great experience. And like I said, got to learn a lot of terms and vocabularies, and had a good base to be able to explain leadership and how to be effective in that. Tying that in to the ethics part of the class was really interesting, and for me personally, I got to see how I got a better understanding of moralities and ethics and how they differ and why they differ, like why they are what they are. But this being an ethics class as opposed to just a straight leadership class was really interesting to see how other people thought. And when we talked about, for instance, in class where things were flipped and how people would act as opposed to ethically and unethically and things like that. So just the whole experience was a great one, and has really helped me, I think, grow as a leader and help me understand myself better through this class. So I really appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a great summer.